Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is...
Pulls it in on the right. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line and they'll move the chains. Alabama pushing the tempo. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But now he's got it on the left. All out of space. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast.
Defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas A&M's offense will have its first possession of the game. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, Dave.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
But they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number one, right? Every single game you go into last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the run, it's Pringle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk about Alabama. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Scrambling away. Going to try to get it himself. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Tide with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He'll throw it. over the middle. It's Wilson. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, that's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Bussey. Oh, the ball squirts out. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. Leaves it with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Lost to fire on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got some room to run. He's at the 40.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we've got to get a stop.
Got some room after the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Tide. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
This offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defense.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab on the big throw. The Aggies will hustle to the line. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They just keep firing. Here he goes breaking the pocket. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Here on third down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. With the catch, it's Pringle. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To throw, it's Reed. The sweet feet buy a little time. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas A&M. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Got his man quickly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. Grab near the marker. It's Wilson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Piles through the defense. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Now on first down from the 30. Wants to throw on first down. The throw. Got his man. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've got a first down here to open the period. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. The give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Aggie. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the option play, the quarterback basically blocks the edge defender. So you watch the edge defender comes to him, and he commits to him, and then he pitches the ball to the running back, and the running back can do his thing, running the football all the way to the house. It's basically a block on the quarterback on the defensive play.
Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That 3-touchdown lead has been cut to 7. The momentum has shifted, and now a chance to get it back on this drive. just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Buying some time. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. He's got it on the outside. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking downfield on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Safe to say expectations have not been met. When you start a season in the top 5, you expect to contend for a playoff spot. Now they're sitting there unranked. What about just overhauling the whole program if they can't get this thing fixed?
Well, yes, and it's hard, man. It's hard when you start that high and then something happens and it starts to snowball. Momentum is a powerful thing. These are young kids, Jesse.
There he goes! And he just kept running and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bama!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. If you go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes that Alabama offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Let's talk about Alabama. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a baller from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown, Alabama! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they tacked on the extra point.
Texas A&M, 14.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Trey fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go with a direct snap. Slithers into space. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 30. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you try. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Back to throw, it's Reed. He fires to the left side. It's complete. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Bringing the heat. Escapes the sack. He'll pull it down. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it at the 25. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Wide receiver going in motion. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Handoff to the lone back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused.
Touchdown, Aggies! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man,
nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Texas A&M, 28.
And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Reed. Zings it complete to the right. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. To the air on 1st down. Going for the big play. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown time.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Reed. Here's a heat. Throwing on the run. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He rifles one deep down the right side. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field.
They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing, with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the.
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
On the ground, it's Pringle.
Well, here's the thing. Not a great run. The offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking for a crease to the left. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He'll try it again. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? The give to the tailback. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. Pulls it in, it's Hale. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's 4th down and 14, but they're going to go for it. Off play action. Looking to the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. Going to sling it on second down. Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. Fourth time we've seen this guy punt it today. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
On the run, it's Pringle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude. Keep finding him, keep using different routes, and so far the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it again. Picks up the first down. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender. There to stop him after a pickup of run to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They send the tight end in motion. Running back searching for a hole. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Alabama quickly back to the line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Let's go.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass.
in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just a short pass to the tight end. You'll take 4. It's on first down every time, 2nd and 6. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the screen. Fighting off the defender. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab near the marker. It's Bussey. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. They get to him as he throws. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock.
There he goes. Smacks him with the stiff arm.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's got him. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go right back to the run. Runs through a tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a 1st down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down.
And this defense, they were ready for that 3rd down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming. Did a great job. Aggressive. Downhill.
Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw in that touchdown pass.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
I understand being aggressive. I get that. Play callers in today's era are aggressive as they've ever been. But at the same time, we got to understand, 4th quarter, I got the lead.
Looking deep down the right side. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Starts a drive trying to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline.
42 Spider.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they just...
breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Offense in a bunch formation. Dropping back, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. They knock him down in the end zone. That'll be a safety and put an exclamation point on this one.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Here's the handoff. Breaks his tackle, and he's got room.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback...
he's going to let one fly down the middle. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds a man on the left. At the 40, there he goes. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.